It is already after midnight. The day has finished its work. The hours that needed attention have passed. Nothing is waiting for you now. The town is quiet in a way that feels settled, not empty, not abandoned, just complete. Streetlights stand without movement. Windows are dark or softly dimmed behind curtains. There are no footsteps to follow, no doors opening or closing. You are no longer moving through the night. You have slowed enough to notice how still everything has become. A narrow road stretches ahead, barely lit, barely used. It does not lead anywhere urgent. It simply continues. Along the edge of the road, set slightly back from view, there is a small greenhouse. From a distance, it appears as a gentle glow in the darkness. Not bright, not calling out, just a quiet presence, resting where it has always been. The glass walls are faintly visible, their edges softened by the night. A light inside glows warmly, contained, unhurried. There is no sign of activity, no movement behind the glass, no shadows passing through. The greenhouse is awake only in the sense that its light remains on. The air around it feels calm, undisturbed. As you draw closer, the sound of the town fades completely. Even the quiet feels quieter here. The glass panels are lightly fogged, holding a thin layer of condensation from the warmth inside, meeting the cool night air. The structure itself is modest, nothing ornate, nothing decorative. It exists for a simple purpose and asks nothing in return. You pause nearby, not because you need to stop, but because there is no reason to continue. The light inside does not flicker. It does not shift. It glows steadily, as if it has been doing so for a long time and will continue without concern. There is no sense of arrival, no threshold crossed. You are simply here now, near this quiet place, after midnight, when nothing else is asking for your attention. The night holds steady around you. The road remains empty. The greenhouse remains calm. There is nowhere else to be. For the next while, this is enough. The closer you are to the greenhouse, the more the glass begins to define the space. Not sharply, not all at once. The panels rise gently from the ground, their surfaces softened by a thin veil of fog. The glass does not reflect the night clearly. It blurs it. Street lights from far away fade into vague shape. The road behind you loses its edges. What remains is the light inside. It glows with a steady warmth, contained within the glass, never spilling outward too quickly. The contrast feels natural. Cool night air outside, a gentle, settled warmth within. The glass holds that balance quietly. Up close, you can see faint traces of moisture resting on the surface. Tiny beads of condensation cling in place, unmoving, as if they have found exactly where they belong. The light passes through them softly, breaking into gentle halos, never sharp enough to demand attention. Nothing here is bright. Nothing here is dark enough to disappear. Everything sits in between. The greenhouse does not feel sealed off. It feels enclosed in a calm way, protected without being hidden. The structure itself is simple. Metal frames, thin and practical, supporting the glass without decoration. There is no effort to impress, no attempt to appear special. And because of that, it feels easy to remain here. The light inside does not flicker. It does not pulse or change color. It holds a single tone, warm, soft, consistent. Time does not seem to affect it. You notice how the glow rests against the glass, how it stays close rather than reaching outward. It feels content to remain contained. The fog on the panels shifts only slightly, not moving so much as settling. There is no wind to disturb it, no reason for it to change. The night air feels steady around you now, cool, but not uncomfortable. Your breathing slows without instruction, in and out. Each breath feels quieter than the last, as though the space itself is encouraging stillness without asking for it. The greenhouse stands patiently, light held within glass, warmth resting behind a thin barrier. Nothing inside calls for attention yet. Nothing outside pulls you away. For now, it is enough to remain here, with the light and the glass and the quiet balance between them. When you step inside the greenhouse, the change is subtle. Not a shift you feel all at once, but one that settles gradually. The air is warmer here, not by much, just enough to soften the edges of the night. The glass behind you dulls the outside world completely. Sounds do not follow you in. The darkness stays where it is. Inside, the light rests low and even, spreading gently across the narrow space. Rows of plants line the interior, their shapes familiar, but indistinct in the dim glow. Leaves rest where they are, unmoving, unbothered. Nothing here is reaching upward. Nothing is stretching toward the light. The plants are not growing right now. They are resting. Pots sit quietly on the ground, soil dark and undisturbed. No tools are laid out. No hands have passed through recently. The greenhouse feels paused in time, as if it has chosen this hour to remain exactly as it is. The warmth does not spread quickly. It stays close, contained, comfortable. The air carries a faint, earthy scent, not strong, not fresh, just present enough to feel grounding. You notice how still everything is. Even the leaves seem settled, their surfaces catching the light softly, without shine or reflection. There is no condensation dripping, no water moving through pipes, no subtle hum of machinery. The greenhouse is awake only in the quietest sense of the word. Your breathing continues at an easy pace, in and out. The warmth inside feels steady, as though it has already found the perfect balance and does not need to adjust. There is nothing here to tend to, no growth to monitor, no progress to measure. This space exists without urgency. Time feels less precise now. Moments pass without definition. There is no sense of how long you have been standing here. No reason to keep track. The light remains unchanged, casting soft shadows that do not move. The plants remain exactly where they are, held in place by the quiet. Your shoulders feel heavier, in a way that does not pull you downward, but allows you to settle. The air seems to support you, warm enough to relax, cool enough to remain clear. Thoughts begin to space themselves farther apart. They do not arrive with shape or direction. They drift through slowly, then dissolve. There is no story unfolding here, no moment to anticipate, only the gentle presence of the space itself. The greenhouse holds its warmth calmly, light contained within glass, plants resting in place, time loosening its grip. Nothing changes. And because nothing changes, there is nothing you need to do. You are free to remain here, inside this quiet enclosure, where everything has already settled. The longer you remain inside the greenhouse, the more the warmth begins to feel familiar. Not something you notice actively, but something that stays with you without asking to be named. The air is still, not heavy, not thin. It rests evenly around you, as though it has already settled into place and decided not to move. Your breathing continues on its own, in and out. Each breath feels unhurried, as if there is no reason to reach the end of it quickly. The warmth inside the greenhouse does not change. It does not respond. It remains steady, unaffected by movement or stillness. The light stays low and calm, touching leaves and glass without creating sharp edges. Shadows remain where they are. They do not stretch or shift. The air feels slightly softer now, as though it has been warmed gently over time, not heated suddenly. You notice how easily your breath moves through it, in and out. There is no need to deepen it, no need to slow it further. It has already found a rhythm that feels natural here. The warmth does not spread outward. It stays close, supportive rather than enveloping. Your shoulders soften without effort. The space around your neck loosens. Your jaw rests easily. Nothing asks you to adjust. The greenhouse feels insulated from the night, not sealed off, but buffered gently. The cool air outside no longer matters. It remains behind the glass, where it belongs. Inside, the temperature remains unchanged, even reliable. Breath continues, in and out. Each exhale lingers slightly longer than before, not because you are holding it, but because there is no reason to rush the next breath in. The pause between breaths grows quieter. Nothing fills it. Nothing interrupts it. Thoughts appear less often now. When they do, they arrive without urgency and leave without leaving a trace. The warmth inside the greenhouse does not react. It does not brighten or dim. It remains a constant presence, like the light itself. There is no sense of progression, no sense of moving forward, only the gentle repetition of breath and warmth and stillness. Your awareness rests closer to the body now, less in the mind. The air seems to support that shift, holding everything gently in place, in and out. Time begins to feel less distinct, not gone, just softened. Moments do not line themselves up. They rest loosely, unattached. The greenhouse holds this rhythm easily, as though it was always meant to be experienced at this hour, in this way. Nothing inside is changing. Nothing needs attention. You are simply breathing in warm, quiet air inside a space that has already settled. And that is enough. At some point, time begins to loosen its shape. Not suddenly, not in a way you could point to. It simply becomes less important. There is no sense of how long you have been inside the greenhouse. Minutes no longer arrive with clear edges. They soften as they pass, then fade. The light remains unchanged. It does not signal evening or morning. It does not suggest that anything is about to happen. it simply stays. The warmth inside the greenhouse feels the same as it did before, neither growing nor fading, just present. Breath continues at an easy pace, in and out. Each breath feels similar to the last, not repetitive, but familiar. The pause between breaths stretches gently, not because you are holding it, but because there is no need to fill the space quickly. Thoughts lose their sense of direction. They do not move forward. They do not return to the past. They appear briefly, then dissolve, leaving behind more quiet than before. The plants remain still. The leaves do not shift. Nothing inside the greenhouse responds to the passing of time. It is as though this place exists outside of schedule. There is no before here, no after waiting, only this steady presence of light and warmth and air. The glass walls no longer feel like boundaries. They are simply part of the space, holding the night at a distance without effort. Time does not press forward. It does not pull you along. It spreads out evenly, flat and unhurried. Moments no longer need to be noticed. They do not require attention in order to pass. The greenhouse holds this absence of urgency easily, as if it has practiced it for many nights. Breath continues, in and out. Each exhale seems to settle a little deeper, not downward, but inward. Your awareness grows lighter, less defined. There is no need to remain alert. Nothing here changes quickly enough to matter. The warmth stays. The light stays. The quiet stays. Time slips further into the background, losing its structure, its expectations. There is no sense of waiting, no sense of arriving. You are simply here, inside this calm enclosure, where nothing is measured and nothing is required. The greenhouse remains steady, unchanged by the passing of moments. And you are free to let time continue loosening until it no longer asks to be noticed at all. Nothing new happens now. The greenhouse remains exactly as it is. The light does not change. The warmth stays where it has settled. There is no movement to follow, no detail left to notice. Everything that needed to arrive has already arrived. Breath continues quietly, in and out. Each exhale lingers, soft and unhurried, as if there is no reason to begin the next breath quickly. The pause after breathing out feels wider now, more comfortable. Nothing fills it. Nothing needs to. The light inside the greenhouse rests gently in place, touching leaves and glass without shifting. It does not brighten. It does not fade. It simply remains. The warmth feels steady against your skin, neither drawing attention nor disappearing. It supports without holding. It surrounds without enclosing. Your body feels heavier in a quiet way, as though it has finally been allowed to settle fully where it is. There is no effort involved in resting now, no need to maintain awareness. Thoughts, if they appear at all, are faint and incomplete. They do not form clearly. They do not stay. They pass through gently, then dissolve, leaving more space behind. The greenhouse does not respond. It does not acknowledge this change. It continues to hold its light, its warmth, its stillness. Breath remains slow and natural, in and out. The pause grows longer, not measured, not counted. Time no longer presses forward. It no longer spreads out. It simply stops asking for attention. There is no sense of being awake, no clear sense of falling asleep, only rest. The light remains a quiet presence, steady and calm, doing exactly what it has always done. The warmth remains balanced, neither rising nor fading. Nothing signals an ending. Nothing needs to. You are free to let go completely now. The greenhouse will remain here, light glowing softly inside glass through the rest of the night. And you can rest as long as you like. Nothing else happens. Everything is already at rest.